Readers, today we are starting a really important unit in the 4th grade. We are going to start interpretation book clubs. But before we start interpretation book clubs, I want you to take a minute and think about all that we've done this year. Readers, we started the year with following characters into meaning, and in this book club, you chose a book and read it with your partner. We learned all about characters and how that can lead us to understanding books. We then read in nonfiction book clubs, and we chose a topic that we were really interested in and read about that topic. Then we were in our last unit, which was historical fiction book clubs. While that is one of my favorite units, this new unit, interpretation book clubs, is most certainly one of the best and most exciting units in all of 4th grade. Right now, I want you to turn and talk to your partner about one thing that you learned in historical fiction book clubs. Readers, I'm hoping that you had quite a bit to share with your partner about what you learned in historical fiction book clubs. One thing that we focused on in historical fiction book clubs was theme, and we talked a little bit about it. We also talked a little bit about the author's message. Readers, in interpretation book clubs, we are going to build on everything that we learned in the last unit about theme and author's message. We are going to answer this essential question with all that we learn in interpretation book clubs. And our essential question is, how can I read with the lens of looking for theme? So, with every book that we read in our book club, we are going to be looking for and thinking about the book's theme. Readers, get out your reading learning intention sheet, fill in the date. You can go ahead and fill in a book that you are reading on your own, a choice book. Today you will choose a book with a book club, but for right now just go ahead and put the book that you're reading on your own. Today as a reader I am working on, and here you'll fill out creating a book club constitution. Readers, just as we started our last unit by creating book club constitutions, we will do that again with this unit. And if you remember, a book constitution is just a set of agreements that we have as a book club. This agreement makes us a strong book club, so it's really important that we take it seriously when we create it. Just like last time, you'll come up with a name for your book club that goes on the top line. Then you'll write all the members of your book club, and then you'll put the number of books you plan on reading and things that you promise to do this time. And then right here you'll put consequences in case those things don't happen. Before we do that, I want you to think to yourself of something that didn't go so well in your last book club. Give your teacher a thumb up when you have that thing in your head. Teachers, go ahead and have students share with their partners what those things were that didn't go so well. Readers, in order to fix the things that didn't go well in our book club, we need to address that in our club constitution. So, we need to put that into our promises. If you had trouble getting all of your book club members to read or to complete their packets or things like that, you're going to put that into your promises. You're also going to want to think about what happens when you break the rules in terms of the things that went wrong with the last book club. Sometimes there were students or readers who didn't read quite a bit, and what's going to happen then? So I want you to think about that for a minute and give your teacher a thumb up when you know of something that you're going to promise to do in this book club. Readers, when you leave the carpet, you will meet with your book club members. You will work on creating your book club constitution. While you are working on creating your book club constitution, your teacher is going to call you over a few at a time to choose a book. You will then decide how many pages you will read, and you will complete the chart on the whiteboard to make sure that everyone knows how far you're reading, what book you're reading, and what you need to have prepared for your next book club meeting. unlike historical fiction, we won't have packets in this book club. Readers, since we do not have packets in this book club session, we will expect you to do at least one sticky note per chapter. Since you already know that there's an expectation that you read 3 chapters for each book club, that means you will have 3 sticky notes for each book club. So you have 3 chapters and 3 sticky notes. Now, there's one more thing that we are going to ask you to do, and that is that you're going to have to write one long off of one of your sticky notes. So that means you're going to have to write long off of one sticky note. So when you meet for book club, you'll have those 3 sticky notes, you'll have read 3 chapters, and you'll write long off of one of those sticky notes. Remember that writing long means that you take one of your sticky notes, you use the growing ideas chart, and you really think about it, and you write more, you add more to your thought on that sticky note. Right now you're going to meet with your book club. You're going to write your constitution, and when you are all done with that, you will read. While you're either writing your constitution or reading a choice book, your teacher will call you over. Remember that when you are writing your constitution, you need to make sure you have 3 sticky notes per book club meeting, 1 long sticky note, or that would probably be in your reading binder, and that you read at least 3 chapters, and this should be included in your book club constitution. Let's make it a great reading day.